Hi there. So this video I'm going to do while I'm driving. I need to get from A to B, so I thought I'll do a video on how to get through the driving test and pass. Now it's easier said than done, but hopefully while I'm driving I'm going to give you lots of little tips about what you should be doing right, and if you do it wrong, what sort of things you're going to get. If you watch some in previous videos, and I'll put some links at the top, they'll also give you some tips. So anyway, on the driving test, in the first few minutes you're going to feel nervous, you're going to feel like you're going to rush. Just take your time at first, ease into it. And they're going to pull you over about 4 or 5 times on the test, and the grass is to move off. You move off in your own time after you've checked round. Finishing with a right shoulder. And if you're not sure, check again. Don't rush off. That picks up so many seriousness on the driving test, it's unreal. For people not checking the right shoulder moving off. And if it's tricky, take your time, look up the road. Expect to give way if you have to. It's like I'm only doing about 10 miles an hour going past some trucks here because there's lots of parked cars. I'm looking right down the road, slowing down and checking. Don't be rushing. But when it's clear, do a reasonable speed. That's one of the things people do. The exam will take them through some really narrow roads with loads of parked cars, and they're doing between 10 and 15 miles an hour for the first few minutes, and then all of a sudden they're going to go to an area that's not so many parked cars, but they do a left turn or a right turn into it, and they'll keep going at that speed. You've got to keep reminding yourself a reasonable speed. So even though I checked on the approach then, I was still checking as I emerged, by the way. So you got to keep your observations on ball here. I'm going to do a left emerge here, so it's checking my mirrors and signalling. Now lots of people approach too fast. If you approach too fast, you're going to miss something. And if you stop, pop it in first. If you can't see, just edge out, because that taxi parked right on the corner, so I couldn't see anything, as taxis do, as you know. Right turn here. Another one, right emerges on right turns on mirrors. Just go slow, give yourself time to turn. There's lots of steering involved. And like I talked about, when you go onto a road that's not so busy, like this one in front of me now, not so much traffic, back up the gears. If you sit back on your gears and keep it in second and doing 15 miles an hour, and it's a clear road, the examiner's going to start looking at your speed, and you're going to start getting minus for appropriate speed. And if it's a faster road and people start overtaking you, and you're, just say for instance on a national speed limit, and you're doing 40 instead of a decent speed, you're going to get serious, simple as that. So you've got to be careful. You've got to keep an eye on your speed limits, keep an eye on the traffic ahead of you, use your gears correctly. So we're going to come out of Bletchley, because that's where I'm at the moment. We're going to drive a bit around Milton Keynes on some of the roundabouts. Now, lots of them are national speed limit, so you've got to do decent speeds. So we're going to do a right turn at this roundabout here. So I'm checking, letting everyone know what I'm doing. If you don't let them know, you don't signal, or you leave a signal till the end, then you're going to pick up a fault. And if you don't put your signal on, you're going to pick up possibly a serious if it's going to affect someone. So I'm taking the third exit, pops it in third gear on the roundabout because I can do that. Check the mirrors, I'm coming off. Now I'm building my speed up and I'm overtaking because there's a car going really slow. Now did you see me check my right shoulder then? If you don't check your right shoulder and you're pulling out, you're going to get a serious fault for that, especially if someone's right next to you. If not, you might get a minor if you're lucky. As I came back in, I checked my mirrors in. So I'm going to go right at the roundabout, check my mirrors, signal, shoulder, all sorted then. You can't moan, bring that speed down, see what's going on, select the gear you need, and if it changes, select the other gear you need, like it's changing again. So I approached it for third, and then went to first then. Oops, see, even I made a mistake. Come off the clutch too soon then, so a little bit of a growl off the gears. Check my mirrors, signalling left, checking my left shoulder because there's a big roundabout to come across. don't assume everyone's going to play it by the rules, expect them to make mistakes. Now if you get a truck in front of you going slow, check your mirrors again, check your shoulder, out you come, don't hang around. Once you're out, cancel your signal. If you leave it on, it'll confuse people if you try to turn. When you're coming back in, check, shoulder, signal, dual carriageways. If you're going to go ahead at a roundabout, select the lane you need. Don't always assume it's going to be left. This one here's got 3 lanes I can see quite clearly. Checking my mirrors, slowing down, checking. Is a car coming through? 2 cars coming through. Selecting first gear. Checking. Getting the gas on, and I'm off. Checking my mirrors, signalling, letting them know my intentions all the time. And I'm not hanging around with the speed. It's a 70-mile-an-hour road. You know, I'm already in 4th gear. You know, I'm getting towards 45. I'm speeding up, so I'm popping in 5th. I'm in 5th gear before I get to 50. So use your gears wisely. If you're not using 5th gear on a fast speed, you're going to pick up a gear fault. And if it keeps reoccurring on these different roads, you're going to get a series for gears. And the same sort of thing, if you're going around corners in a high gear, you should be in a low gear, you're also going to get a fault. And that could also be a series. Now you're probably thinking, God, I'm going to have to rewind this back and watch that again. What you're saying, fine, do it. Check the mirrors, we're going to do a right turn. Check that shoulder. Now when you're changing lanes at high speed, you shouldn't be completely turning your body, otherwise you might turn the wheel. So slightly different right shoulder check than it is if you're stationary. I'm checking and I'm just easing off the gas because the truck just pulled right in front of me. Now the important bit is when things go wrong in front of you, you're slowing down a bit, you're checking what's at the side of you, because that's why I started checking the left, make sure no one's trying to go past me. And I'm building my speed up, and then I'm going to go into the state. This is the sort of thing I'm going to do on your test. You'll be driving along, I'm in 5th gear on a 60-mile-an-hour road doing 55, don't have to do maximum speed, checking my mirrors, someone just pulled out so I'm slowing down, checking my mirrors, signalling, going round him. As you'll see in the mirror, possibly it's a road sweeper just pulled straight out. So we had plenty of time, but because they're only going slow, you caught someone pretty quick. And unusual things are going to happen on test, things that you might never come across. Like then, I mean, it's not often you see one of them pull in front of you when you're on a 60-mile-an-hour road. But all the other ones, check my mirrors, braking, looking at the road, checking what's going on. If you're going to overtake, you've got to make sure it's safe. So I'm checking my mirrors again, signalling right, slowing down, selecting 3rd gear because it looks pretty clear. So if you can see clearly, you can approach it at a similar speed but in a higher gear. If your signal comes off, stick it back on. If you leave it off on the roundabout, you're going to pick up a fault for signals, necessary signals. People don't know what you're doing. But put it on when it's safe. Don't try reaching for it if you're struggling with steering. Otherwise you might get a steering fault for swerving. And then as soon as you've been doing some high speeds, right turn, signalling, you're going to get took into a slower state or an area that's no test sensor. So you're slowing down again, checking, and this is where you've got to use your slow speeds again. So it's saying 30. So if you're missing the signs, if you're constantly missing the signs on your driving lessons, you can almost guarantee you're going to get done for speeding. And if you go over the speed limit, you will get a minor. All the examiner's going to say to you, he'll give you a chance and maybe a second or so to bring it down. But there's no way you're bringing the speed limit down. You're, say, 30 zone, you're doing 32, 33, 34. He's going to say, can you slow down, please? It's only 30 here. At that point, you fail your test. So there's no minors on speeding. So it's a bit like, think of it like this, it's doing you a favour, because if you didn't say anything and you get booked for it, you're the one who's going to pay a ticket, not the examiner. You get the £100 fine. Anyway, I'm going to pull over now, so as per normal, if you're going to pull over on your driving test, they'll say to you, either pull over at a designated area, or they'll say, can you pull over where it's convenient and safe? Check your mirrors. Anyone around? Signal. Handbrake, neutral, signal, rest, listen to what they're going to say. Okay, I hope these little bits of tips are going to help you to pass your test first time. Watch the videos on my channel. I'll put a link below. Take care and good luck with your driving, and you get that test passed. Bye.